Yo, what's up, squad? Hey, I mentioned this on the shorts, the preview for this guy. These guys are not happy together. They are arguing. They're just mad beefing right now. The two Spindles and the one Wingfinger involved. They just do not want to be a part of this build. So I'm gonna do this tutorial as fast as I can with respect to these guys, because their anima is not having it. They do not want to be fused. They have let me know that on several occasions, and so I'm going to be hitting them apart very soon. Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure what happened. They were fine the other day, but I just came back today and not exactly sure what's going on. But yeah, they're beefing. Anyway, so we're going to go through a quick tutorial and take them apart. But before I do that, despite them beefing and stuff, I actually think that they look quite great together. I think the colors go well, the theme goes well. You know, they're both Paleotrex cousins. And, oh, I see. Okay. The reason why they weren't telling me, they just told me right now. They said it's something within the family, within the Petrex family. Okay. That's fine. That's a family thing. I'm not going to dig too deep into it, but I do want to tell y'all that y'all look great together. I think y'all look great together, for what it's worth. And I'm sure everyone watching thinks y'all look great together too. And so out of respect for y'all, I'm going to do this tutorial to show everyone how y'all look, how you guys look so great together. Cool? All right, so they're a little, okay. They're letting us do it. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, a lot of cool things over here. You can dig the asymmetry on the arm, but at the same time, it still kind of manages the similar look. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's elements that I've borrowed. In the past, I've done a Wingfinger double Paleotrex build, and I did borrow some engineering from there. But due to the differences in Spindle, the legs are pretty different. And I'm pretty pleased with how the legs came out. But yeah, just been learning new stuff, new engineering, new ways to complete parts and make forms, due to the parts being different. And yeah, I dig it. No, I dig it. I dig it. And so, yeah, no, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, these guys are saying a lot of nice things about me. That's cool, man. That's cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate when the builds can appreciate me back, because I'm just trying to do them a service. You know, my hands are their vessels. I just create what they want me to create. And so, yeah, I'm gonna break them down for you right now, and we'll let these guys go really soon. They're not as angry anymore, but they still want to bounce. Legs over here. The legs over here, these are just the common thighs of the spindle figure. Easy to understand, right? And on the bottom, we have that spindle spine, that frill fan, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And from there, there's a lot of cool things going on. So at the bottom of this, there's a little peg on the inside over here in that orange you see, right? That peg that protrudes down. And what you're doing is you're plugging this calf, the spindle calf, into that peg, all right? You plug that in and you're spinning it around and you're just bending this, and this goes nowhere. However, on the inside of that calf, see that little purple peg in there? You need to pull that peg out, extend it from the inside of that calf piece, so that you can plug the little the hole by the heel on the claw bit in there. And then is this blurry? Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, and then after you do that, you swing the forearm part around, and you plug that into another calf, and then that calf will plug in up top over here, and then it creates this kind of like, it's very sturdy, the sturdy contraption. And in order to get the weight bearing and the balancing right, on the heel of this, or the thumb, or whatever you want to call it, let's call it heel, of this claw bit, you're plugging in a Wingfinger hand, and you can kind of adjust this however you need to in terms of how the balance is. But that's how the leg's made. So it's pretty simple. Yeah. One of the fan bits, the frilly bit, excuse me, calf plugged in at the heel, wrap it around, extend the peg on the inside, plug that into the claw, extend the forearm back to the claw, plug in another calf, heel goes here, and then knee port plugs into the fan. And then you have the Wingfinger hand hugging the heel. Yeah, that's the bottom part. The arms. They're going to be slightly asymmetric, but more or less the same. So this hole is what plugs into the bicep. Okay, so that's really the shoulder joint, and that is one wing finger or thigh. And in this arm, you have this plugged into the dino skull. And then you have the hand, the arm, of the wing finger, the claw and the blade thing, or the foot rather. I don't know, the hands and feet, these things are all interchangeable, but this claw thingy with the blade is plugged into the dino face. On the other arm, without the dino face, this is just plugged in directly here, okay? And so this is the front, and you want to arrange that thigh of the wing finger so that this port is facing that way. And then you're going to plug in the top of the tail, the frilly part of the tail in here. And then on the opposite side, you're going to plug in like a hand. Yeah, and that's just going to be like the shoulder dressing, the shoulder pauldron, if you will, because this just plugs in there. Excuse me. And then this, he just uses like decoration and stuff. So anyway, those are the arms. Oh, excuse me. Difficult breathing. I'm still sick. In the middle of the chest over here, we have one of the thighs of the spindle with that buckler thing plugged in, because it has those slits and slots, those tabs, and so they fit in well. And so this is just the wing finger body, right? The torso with the lower half of the torso flipped down and plugged in. And what you're doing is plugging in the dino torso for the spindle, the jaw part. So the jaw's pointing downward. And the bottom, you're plugging in the top of the jaw. Normally this would be up here like that, plugged in, but for the sake of this build, it's on the bottom. And then the tail part, there's a slit on the jaw that you're plugging these things into. That thing right there, you see it, right? That little slit. Yeah. And then you just kind of, oh, the other buckler sits outside here because one's right there. So yeah, this just kind of plugs in like so. Almost done, gang. I appreciate your guys' patience. Yeah, they're being super nice, and they're letting us finish up, and he's not rushing me or nothing. But still, it's basically like they don't want me at their place, but they're not telling me to GTFO either. And they're being chill about it, but still, it's not that it's anything against me. It's not that I'm an unwanted guest or anything like that, but like I said, they told me there's some family drama going on right now, and I'm not trying to be a part of all that. Sorry. Fixing that up. Because I still got to take some pictures of him too for the screenshot and like Insta and some other spots. And so there's a little bit of extra work. I know he's blurry right now. There's a little bit of extra work I got to do, but I think these guys will understand. And so yeah, that's one P-Trex and two spindles, basically part of the P-Trex family. And I think he looks great. And whatever issues he has going on with the fams and stuff, I'm sure they'll work it out. But for now, I'm gonna bounce, and he's gonna bounce, and you're gonna bounce too. But please come back tomorrow. There'll be more videos, more conversations, commentaries, and things like that. And I'll wrap with y'all soon. I think he looks fantastic. Yeah. Anyway, see ya.